Hello, everyone. I am Carlton T. Clay. Welcome to Celebrate Black Excellence. Our next guest is stopping right here at WJBF News Channel 6. We have the owner of Stop Food Truck, Carolyn Henry. How are you doing today?
I'm well. How are you today, sir?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for stopping through,
Yes.
pun intended,
Look, the pleasure's mine.
to Celebrate Black Excellence. We definitely appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
Now, where are you originally from?
I'm from Maryland. I'm from Southern Maryland.
Okay.
So I have been in the CSRA for about almost 3 years. So I've bought some of my Maryland roots and some of the things that I enjoy as a child. I bought them here, and I picked up a lot since I've been here. I've enjoyed some of the cuisine and the people that have introduced me to some of the local delicacies. It's been great.
Nice. What brought you here to Augusta?
I was just looking to escape the jungle. So it just got very expensive in the DMV. And I have little ones, so I wanted them to have a slower pace. And I kind of tell people, I didn't find Augusta. I actually live out in Hepzibah.
Okay.
I said, sunny Hepzibah found me. So I looked in Aiken, and just by chance, I ended up in Hepzibah. But I have a great neighborhood, great neighbors. I've met lots of folks here that have been very open and welcoming, and my children are thriving. So I'm really enjoying it here.
Nice. Again, you are the owner of the Stop Food Truck. What inspired the name?
The inspiration for the name is simple. I want people to, wherever we stop is where we will cook. So I want to harvest locally from our local farmers and our local value-added folks, and I want to add global flavor. So I say harvest local, add global flavor. And we can stop wherever we want. I had enjoyed a career with the federal government and did a lot of traveling. But one thing I noticed was that foods are the same all around the world. You get the same beans, you get the same chicken, you get the same rice. But if you add global flavors to them, to that local, whatever you find locally, it can be a whole new experience. So I want folks here to experience global flavor.
Absolutely. You talk about we talked offline the importance of using the local farmers market.
Absolutely.
So can you talk about just your experience using that to help you with your menu, what you have going on?
So each week I talk to local farmers in the area. I like to work a lot with the organic farmers. So I'll talk to Addison's Fresh Produce, Starlit Roots, Hancock Farms. I like to get my local honey from Country Sweets Honeys, Black Farm Streets. Those are all local farmers and urban growers. If I want meat, I can go out to Lincolnton and see 3 T's Farms, and he's a pork producer. And I can shop locally at the South Augusta Farmers Market or at Augusta Locally Grown or the Saturday Market. And I want to be able to have things that are grown locally here in the CSRA. It's not just fresh because it's local, but it's also like the honey, it's local honey. So it helps us with our immune system and things like that. And I want to support them. And I want folks to see what they purchase locally, they can do amazing things with it.
Absolutely. Now, you are a big advocate of growing your own food, growing in your backyard or front yard.
I am.
Why is that important to you?
It's important because I can keep the costs down. So I'm the mother of many. I have a lot of children right now. I'm raising my grandchildren, and I want them to have healthy food. I want to teach them to be self-sufficient. So we found during the hurricane, we couldn't get out of our neighborhood, but we had collards and kale and a bunch of stuff right in our backyard. And just having our food truck, we were able to use our gas and our generators to help feed our communities. But it started with having those things right in our backyard. So it was great. And I want to encourage kids. I was a kid, I grew up in a farming community. And one thing my father and my grandmother taught us was to be self-sufficient and to go out and grow your own. And guess what? There's no tax in my backyard, right? And it's a certain amount of, self-satisfaction, and you're closer to earth. It just really puts you in touch with things. So I encourage everybody, pick up some seeds, and just throw them out on the ground if you don't have time to plant them. Let God do the work for you, and I guarantee you'll get a reward at the end of it.
Absolutely. How important is it for people to shop locally?
It's very important. It helps our economy. There are lots of local vendors here. They need our support. You know, folks like me, if I want to keep my costs down, if I buy it locally, I can keep the cost low, the price point lower. I also want to be able to encourage growth in my community. So if I can buy locally, regardless of whether it's food, if it's plants, if it's clothes, if I want to go down to the flea market or any of the Saturday markets, I want to be able to do it locally and support them and keep the money in my community, which ultimately will help keep my community strong. And it'll also help to put money into our economy through taxes to support our school system. And that's real important right now, too. We need to get our school system up and we need to get our children moving.
Just to bring it home to what's currently happening in our world, we have this war on tariffs. We have a lot of things happening. And you talk to a lot of farmers, you work with a lot of farmers. How have you seen the impact of the tariffs? How has that impacted the farmers that you work with?
Oh, you know, just recently, last year, I started to grow from what we call starts, where there's small plants that I went to a nursery to purchase. Well, this year, when I called to ask for the starts, they said they didn't have any yet. They had some that were coming, but also that the cost of the starts and the seeds had really went up. So that's really important because whereas I would buy seeds in bulk or we would buy them collectively as a group, now we're seeing that we have to put more money in the pot to get that. But I would still rather grow it myself if I have the opportunity. In the end, if I grow it, I can save my seeds and I can save money later on next year or the next harvest. I'll have a head start. So I just, no one saw the tariffs coming. So whereas I have some seeds, I really want to have more. And I want to try a different variety of plants and fruits and vegetables. So the tariffs have hit home already. And I think people are going to see that, not just in the grocery store, but in your nurseries as well.
For people who want to get into farming or growing their own food, what words of encouragement can you give somebody or some words of advice that you give somebody to get started?
My words of advice are, if you have children, start them young. Put them in the 4-H club. Like I said, Black Farm Street has a summer camp. South Augusta has a summer camp that's coming up for children that they're going to have a farm experience. My own granddaughter is a 4-H club member. It's one of the best experiences she's having. Also, you can also just have a summer project where you go and get some seeds. Go to the Dollar Tree. The seeds are $4.25, 4 packs. You cannot go wrong. Just allowing children to be children and get in the dirt and get them away from the electronics and get them out in the sun and get them healthy and active and moving. So I would encourage folks to start there. The other thing is, look at some of the local organizations. Join, if you in a rural area, you don't have to raise cows to be in the cattle association. How about Georgia Grown? Subscribe to them on social media so you'll see who. Georgia Grown will tell you who in the local area has things. They just had a post on where the local strawberries are, right? That you can pick your own. Georgia Organics is another organization. We have South Augusta Farmers Market, ALG. Those are all organizations that you can subscribe to online and find out more about growing and just having food locally. We need to eliminate the food insecurity and wipe that out. And we can do it from our backyards.
Nice. Now, if people want to know more about you, want to learn more about your journey, or they want to know more information about the Stop Food Truck, how can they get that information? How can they follow you?
Oh, they can follow us on social media. I'm a little older, so I'm a Facebook person,
Gotcha.
Right? But my daughter does do Instagram. So it's the Stop Food Truck on Facebook. Or they can give us a call. Our number is 762-221-1331. Or they can text. And we do more community-based events, but we'd love to come out to your community. We'd also love to come out and interact with our young folks and teach them how to cook some of the dishes that I have here today that I want you to give a try.
Nice. Well, speaking of dishes, that's right. We're about to get to the best part of this whole thing, which is the eating part. So y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back after this. All right, we are back again. the best portion of this whole experience, tasting the food. Ms. Carolyn, as I go through each thing, I want you to describe what's in it, what we have, and we'll go through that, okay?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start with the soup. We'll start with there.
The soup that we have, that's a fish soup. So whenever if you have a baked fish or even a fried fish and you have something left over, I like to make a fish vegetable soup.
Okay.
I actually had some potatoes that I had left over from the winter. It's the last of my new potatoes. So
Okay.
I use those for the soup. And then my neighbor who cans a lot, Rebecca, I used her string beans. So
Okay.
I tried to use whatever, like I said, is available locally. And the fish soup is tasty. We do a couple of different types of fish soup. This one is kind of more of a Mediterranean one
Okay.
to match our Mediterranean menu for our stop this week.
Nice. All right. Well, I love a good soup. So we're and I love fish too. So definitely going to. Yes.
I'm hoping you enjoy it.
This is very good. It's the tomato base.
Yes.
Yeah, this is delicious. And then you got these crackers. I was eating these. Now, I'm going to let y'all know I was eating these crackers as she was setting up. These crackers are good. So definitely going to taste the crackers with the soup. This is really good. I've never had a fish soup before.
Oh, good. I'm glad you like it. But it's really good because you can, and even if you don't have fresh fish available or leftover, you can also use tuna. So lots of us have tuna, and we have vegetables, especially folks who if you visit a food pantry or something recently, they will give you tuna and vegetables, and that's a delicious, tasty soup that you can make with what's in that basket.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. Okay, let's come here.
Okay, this is Chipotle chicken. So this is one of our more popular dishes. So we have a Chipotle chicken, and then we have a black bean and corn salsa.
Yeah.
And I have some radishes that I harvested this week from Addison's Fresh Produce.
All righty.
So
Get into
give it
this
a try.
chicken.
Yep. And it's on a bed of cilantro rice.
Okay.
So you can, with or without cilantro.
So they normally mix the salsa with the chicken and all that stuff?
It depends. If that's what
If
you
that's what you want to do?
If you want to make a bowl, make a bowl. If you like to eat them separately, you put them separately.
This is good. The chicken is definitely juicy. Oh, I'm messing. When I mess up, I mean the food good.
Oh, good.
So when I make a mess, that mean the food is good.
Very good. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
But yeah, the chicken is like really, like I said, moist. It's juicy. It's really good. You can taste the flavor all throughout this whole thing. So this is very delicious.
And it's very easy to make. So what I try to do is, if I purchase a family pack of something, I try to make several dishes with that family pack. So today, I used the same chicken that I made for the Chipotle chicken. I made a stop in Italy.
Oh,
and
wow.
I made the last item here, well, this one on the end, which is a Tuscan chicken.
Okay.
So again, where's our stop? So we are going to take one item and we're going to stop around the world and add global flavor. So today we did chicken and we had spinach was our two items that we had.
Nice. And I see you got mushrooms in here.
Yep.
That's like one of my favorite things. I love mushrooms.
So it's a typical, a very easy recipe. So we have, and then of course when summer comes, you have your tomatoes, your mushrooms, some heavy cream, and chicken. And then it also has spinach. So we had some spinach from, a local harvest, and we were able to put the spinach in there.
Again, making a mess. I mean, it's good.
Well, good.
This is really good. I love a good pasta. So again, the chicken, delicious, moist, juicy. Again, you can taste all the flavors. I'm so glad you had mushrooms because I love mushrooms.
And that's just the garlic knot that I bought from a local store. So you get a bag of those and you can spread it across your meals.
Let's take a break from the food real quick. Try one of these juices now. What type of juice you have here?
This is a watermelon juice. So typically, watermelon juice is one of our #1 sellers. So we juice it fresh daily. And so it's refreshing, it's light, it gives you the electrolytes you need for the day, and it's not a sugary drink. So children actually love it, young people love it. So that's one of the reasons why we keep it as a staple at our house.
Now I love watermelon, but I've never had watermelon juice, like just juicy.
Oh, you're gonna enjoy it.
Yeah.
You're gonna enjoy it. You know, you want something sweet with no fizz. It's gonna make your belly feel good.
This
Isn't that good?
It's good, refreshing.
Yes, it is.
You told no lies.
Yep.
Mm.
You know how we have that watermelon and we might only eat half? Juice it. Don't throw your food away.
Okay.
Juice it.
Okay.
And the other thing with this is if you didn't drink that whole thing, put it in your ice cubes and make some, put it in the refrigerator in the ice cube.
Yeah.
And make a popsicle and then use it later on for something else. So
That's a good idea.
I really like to, you know, I don't like to throw my food away.
Yes, I love, like, again, recycle, reduce, reuse.
There you go.
The thing we used to learn as kids, and it applies with your food, especially.
Absolutely. You come to my house, you're going to get something recycled, okay?
Nice. I love it. Let's go come to this juice. What kind of juice is this?
Okay, this is a ginger and lemon tea. That's also really popular.
Okay.
So, and it has local honey in it. So
Okay.
I love the folks over at Country Sweets. My little boy has allergies. He takes a medication that prohibits him from taking allergy medicine, but he has, you know, like the pollen was just beating him up. I put the ginger in the honey tea. The ginger helps to keep his stomach when he's draining.
Okay.
The honey gives him, you know, some properties to, you know, help with the pollen, and the lemon soothes his throat. So it's very, very popular. It's one of our best sellers, and folks come and seek us out just for that ginger and honey tea.
And I have allergy issues, so there's always beat me up. So I definitely probably need to come see you.
Yes.
And get some of
You
them.
gotta
Let's
try
taste
it.
it out.
Remember, it's ginger, so it's, you know, like a ginger beer, so it's full strong.
Yeah, that ginger definitely just kicks. It just kicks in.
Let you know it's there, right?
But I tell you, like I said, you taste the honey, you taste the sweetness in it all. It's really good though. Yeah, that ginger kicking for real.
Yeah, go slow with it, okay? It's really good. You can heat it up,
Okay.
or you can pour it over ice,
Okay.
right? And again, if you don't drink it all, put it in your freezer.
Popsicles.
Yeah, make a popsicle, make some ice cubes, and, you know, have a drink later on.
Nice. Okay, last thing. Let's get into. Now I've been waiting on this. Let's get into this lasagna.
Yes. So the lasagna is made with turkey. So, you know, a lot of folks, they stay away from beef or pork. So we make it with ground turkey.
Okay.
And then also I have a little salad in front. So like I said, we try to do value added. So I got some beets from a local farmer who does value added products. You can buy them at Augusta Locally Grown online market, or at the South Augusta Farmers Market. You can also purchase those value added products. And then it's a Mediterranean salad. So we try to put a few more olives and things that are heart healthy in the salad.
Okay.
And of course, cucumbers.
Love cucumbers.
Yeah.
Love cucumbers. All right, let's get into this lasagna. This is really good. And I know people gonna get on me because I always talk about how I'm not supposed to be consuming a lot of dairy, but today, you know, I'm gonna risk it all. We're gonna risk it all today.
Living on the edge, are you? Go for it. I'm gonna help you up if you fall. Okay? I got you.
But no, this lasagna is good, and then it's gonna be even better when I heat this up and eat the rest of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is delicious. I love a good lasagna.
Yeah. So, like I said, it's ground turkey. It's an alternative. And if you cook your turkey, you know, really good. My grandmother always said, cook your beef like a steak or cook your turkey. So I cook my turkey like I cook my beef. So try to add a little flavor to it and make it good so it's not bland.
Nice. Well, Miss Carolyn, I just want to say your food here is delicious. Thank you so much again for bringing what you have here. We definitely appreciate it. Can you please tell us one more time how people can find you, or they want, like, you know, you stop at different spots? How can people find you?
They can follow us on social media is the easiest way to keep up with us. We are the Stop Food Truck on Facebook, and we're the Stop Food Truck on Instagram. You have to put the in front of it. And you'll see our little food truck. It's a black truck with our red and gold logo. And we'd love to come out and talk to folks and to bring them some food and encourage them to eat local and eat healthy and to add global flavor. Nice, absolutely. Well, thank you again, Ms. Carolyn, for being here. Thank you so much for stopping by with your delicious food. And until next time, make sure you guys check out the Stop Food Truck. Definitely look them up. And you're gonna want to get some of this food and some of these delicious drinks as well. All right, everyone, that's it for me. I am Carlton T. Clay. This is Celebrate Black Excellence. We celebrate Black excellence every day. Have a good one.